Welcome back to Coin Explorer, the channel where we dive deep into the hidden stories, fascinating history, and surprising details of coins you see every single day. Today, we're exploring a coin that millions of people in the United States carry in their pockets, drop into vending machines, and hardly give a second thought. Yet this small coin has a story stretching back centuries. It's a coin that honors one of America's founding fathers, showcases an architectural masterpiece, and has quietly witnessed the growth of an entire nation. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's journey into the world of one of the most familiar yet overlooked coins in American history. Look closely at the coin. On the obverse, we see a bold, forward-looking portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. His gaze is sharp, his expression confident. To the right, the phrase, "In God we trust," is prominently displayed, while just below, Jefferson's own handwritten signature appears in elegant script, "Liberty." Beneath that signature, the year 2013 is clearly stamped, with the small P mint mark just under it, signifying the Philadelphia Mint where this coin was struck. Flip the coin over, and you're greeted by an architectural masterpiece, Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia home. Across the top, the Latin phrase E Pluribus Unum reads proudly, "Out of many, one." Below, the building's name, Monticello. Beneath that, 5 cents, and at the bottom, the country it represents, United States of America. The 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, didn't always look like this. In fact, its story begins in the 19th century. The very first nickels appeared in 1866, during the aftermath of the American Civil War. At the time, the U.S. Mint wanted to move away from silver coins, since silver was scarce and expensive. Instead, they turned to a copper-nickel alloy, which gave birth to the first 5-cent piece, the shield nickel. Over the decades, the nickel changed designs: shield nickel, 1866 to 1883, Liberty Head nickel, 1883 to 1913, Buffalo nickel, 1913 to 1938. And then, in 1938, the Mint introduced a brand new design, the Jefferson Nickel, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. This design has endured with updates and modifications ever since. Why Thomas Jefferson? You may be wondering, why Jefferson? Thomas Jefferson was not just the third President of the United States. He was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, a diplomat, philosopher, and visionary. He expanded America's territory through the Louisiana Purchase and founded the University of Virginia. His home, Monticello, wasn't just a house. It was a laboratory of ideas, a place where Jefferson experimented with architecture, agriculture, and innovation. By placing Jefferson and Monticello on the 5-cent coin, the Mint honored both his political contributions and his intellectual legacy. The Jefferson Nickel has gone through several artistic updates. 1938 original design by Felix Schlag, a classic left-facing portrait of Jefferson. 2004 to 2005 Westward Journey series, special designs honoring the Lewis and Clark expedition. 2006 to present. A forward-facing Jefferson portrait with more detail and realism, including his handwritten Liberty. The 2013 version in your hand continues this modern design, striking a balance between tradition and fresh realism. How the coin is made. Each Jefferson nickel is struck from a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that familiar silvery appearance. The coin weighs exactly 5 grams and measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter, with a smooth edge. In 2013, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins. Each one was struck under tremendous pressure by powerful coin presses, transferring the engraved designs from hardened steel dies onto blank planchets. The role in daily life. For decades, nickels have been a workhorse of the U.S. economy. They've been used in vending machines, laundromats, parking meters, and arcades. Even though inflation has reduced its purchasing power, the nickel remains essential in circulation. Think about it. This very 2013 nickel might have traveled through thousands of hands across states in pockets, purses, and registers, each time carrying a little piece of history with it. Now, what about collectors? Most 2013 Jefferson nickels are common, worth their face value of 5 cents in circulated condition. But for coin collectors, certain factors can make a specific coin more interesting. Condition/grade. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition are more desirable. Errors, varieties, mistrikes, double dies, or unusual planche errors can increase value. Proof coins. Special collector versions made at the San Francisco Mint with mirror-like finishes are sought after. It's important to note, while most nickels from 2013 aren't rare, each coin has potential value to a collector depending on these factors. The coin is more than metal. Jefferson's forward gaze represents progress and leadership. His signature reminds us of the power of ideas. Monticello, with its neoclassical dome, represents democracy, knowledge, and cultural achievement. Together, the obverse and reverse tell a story, a leader who shaped America, and a home that embodied his vision. For those outside the United States, the nickel might seem like just another coin, but in truth, it's a window into American history and identity. Each year, billions of U.S. coins circulate globally, serving not just as currency, but as miniature ambassadors of American culture. Why this matters? Why should we care about something as small as a nickel? Because coins are time capsules. They reflect the politics, values, and priorities of the era in which they were minted. A 2013 nickel is not just money. It's a snapshot of modern America honoring its past while continuing into the future. And that brings us to the end of our journey into the 2013 Jefferson nickel, a coin you may have overlooked, but one that carries centuries of history, artistry, and meaning. If you enjoyed exploring with us today, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Coin Explorer, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the fascinating world of coins. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. You just need to look closely enough to discover it. Until next time, keep exploring.